Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the men's final here at FIP Stratford 2024. A real treat for us here in SPC, having a homegrown player, well, kind of homegrown, Christian Medina Murphy. Obviously represents Team GB, lives in Spain, has lived in Spain for most of his life, but plays for Great Britain, and we'll take that. He's playing alongside Alberto Jimenez Garcia, and their opponents today are Manuel Aragon and Roberto Belmont, both also of Spain. Some interesting semi-finals earlier. Medina Murphy and Garcia came through in 3 sets against Augusto Reca and his partner in a really entertaining battle. And the Spaniards prevailed in their semi-final in in 3 sets. There was actually a retired hurt with some incidents here on court, but it looked like they were on course to win that final set anyway. So both these pairs have played 3-set matches today. I know for sure Garcia and Medina Murphy had a 3-set match, had 2 3-set matches yesterday. So for sure they may be feeling it in the legs a little now. But based on what we've seen so far, we're in for a real treat with this men's final here. Hugo, predictions please.
My guess, after watching all of their matches in most of the tournament for Albertito and Murphy, I think that they've got a very good chance of putting at least a show. I think they're going to go up very well in the first set, and then second set I think is just going to go crazy.
Do you see this one going the distance? You think 3 sets?
I don't think so. I think the players are quite tired and have a very clear idea of what they want to do. I think they're going to go straight for the winners and try and finish the match ASAP.
Some flights to catch, right? So maybe that's also slightly influences earlier with the women's final. We saw the #1 seeds waste no time in completing a 6-love demolition of their opponents, and then immediately after the presentation, straight off to the airport. So I don't know if that flight had anything to impact upon that quick match. So once again, just to say what a week it's been here at Stratford. We've been really privileged to have such a high calibre of players in the club competing here in Stratford. Even spectators who've been at World Premier Paddle, World Paddle Tour previously events have said that doesn't actually compare to seeing it like this up close and in person. The spectators are just 2 meters from the back glass behind court 2 here. They really see kind of every single ball, every spin, every squat. They're right up close and personal, and I think that is such a privilege for the spectators and for us here in the club. And we thank you all for joining us live here on YouTube for the men's final here at FIP Rise Stratford 2024. Of course, the slight favourites probably are Medina Murphy and Alberto Garcia, given that they are the only seeds left in the tournament. We've seen a number of shocks this week, particularly on the men's side. The number 1 seeds actually withdrew due to injury prior to the event starting. The number 2 seeds and last year's winners, Nuno and Miguel Diaz, who were tipped to win by even the players this week. I had chat to a few players this week who told us they couldn't see past those guys winning, and they actually went out last night in the quarterfinals in straight sets against our 2 finalists here, Aragon and Belmont. Medina Murphy is the leading ranked player in this match, number 126 in the world, and his partner Garcia, 153 in the world. They are the clear favourites here in this match against Roberto Belmont, 21-year-old, who's number 215 in the world, and his partner Manuel Aragon, the youngster, 18 years old, and already 202 in the world. As we've seen though this week, rankings can go out, the favourites can go out the window. It all depends on what happens now on the court, and the players look like they're kind of ready to start. So over to the action now. Good start here from Medina Murphy and Garcia. Already shown they're prepared to play the longer game. Amazing vibra there from Garcia. Beautiful rouleau there to the fence from Belmont. Medina Murphy with the Poitres, bringing up 40-15 here in this first game in the men's final. Exceptional start there from Medina Murphy. He looks fired up for this game. Amazing vibra there to the corner, and absolutely no response from Manu Aragon. Nothing to do. And now let's see how we go here in the first service game of Belmont and Aragon. Aragon to serve. 40 love here in the first service game of Manu Aragon. Very, very nice defence from Albertito Garcia and Medina Murphy finding their way to the net and finishing the point in the end. And that's a solid hold there, first up from Manu Aragon. Some good defence early on from Alberto Garcia and Medina Murphy, doing what they could there in the point, but these guys are going to be hard to push back from the net, and Manu Aragon there finishing the point. 1-1. Well, I have to say, Hugo, your prediction about short rallies is so far not proving to be the case. These guys look like they're hit for the long haul. Patience seems to be the order of the day. Patience, defend, defend, defend. A big point there for Roberto Belmont. That Vibra he's hitting to that right corner is unbelievable. A couple of unbelievable defensive plays there from Alberto Garcia, but in the end, Belmont and Aragon just pushing too much and taking the point with the ball into the net from Medina Murphy. $15-all here. The ball goes up short with the short lob, and Medina Murphy duly obliges with the potress. And once again, this time Alberto Garcia taking full advantage of the short lob return and absolutely dispatching it. This time it's the turn of Manu Aragon. It's a potress fest. Getting the point back there, 40-30. This is a big point. And Medina Murphy this time opting for the Vibra, and Aragon just going long with the block return. Welcome back here to the men's final here at Stratford Paddle Club, FIP Rise 2024. We're early on in the first set here. It's on serve. Alberto Garcia and Medina Murphy with a 2-1 lead. Now is the serve of Roberto Belmont. 1-2 down. Oh my word, incredible point here for 30 love. All 4 players at the net. That's several points in that point. And at one point it looked like Garcia and Medina Murphy were going to take it, but again getting forced back by Belmont and Aragon, and in the end Garcia playing to the net. 30 love. Error there from Roberto Belmont, from Manuel Aragon rather. 30-15 now. Oh my word, Medina Murphy with an unbelievable backhand cross-court return winner. You don't see that often in paddle. interesting here. We have the Belmont and Aragon claiming a double touch there, but Medina Murphy seems to think that as he fell, he made a clean connection. They are deliberating about it on the court. From here, it's really hard to see. We're actually on the court number 1, so we're just to the left of the players nearest to the camera. So from us, we were kind of shielded by the player's body. We couldn't see actually if he made a clear contact or not. They are calling the referee, who is right behind the play. So we'll see what the outcome of that decision is. Of course, it was a big point. It was 30-40 in that particular game. And here is the referee, so let's see what the outcome is. Okay, so golden point is the outcome here. They still have a break point, but in the end the point did go to Roberto Belmont and Manuel Aragon. So they'll be serving in once again to Cristina Medina. And there is the break from Medina Murphy and Alberto Garcia, taking it on the golden point. 3-1 they lead here early on in this men's final. And an amazing volley there from Manuel Aragon to the corner. Alberto Garcia scrambling, couldn't quite make the tweener save. Here's some high level paddle we're watching here. 5-all. And Alberto Garcia repaying the favour there with a really nice low slicey volley to the far corner. And Roberto Belmont nothing to do with that one. And Medina Murphy there with an uncharacteristic miss of the Vibra, going quite a way long into the back glass, which just brings a little bit of tension into this game. 40-30 now, game point still. And there is the hold, 4-1. It was a little bit nervy in that point. Alberto Garcia going for the Potres kick smash out from the right side, not quite catching it, which that brought Manuel Aragon to the net. He had a chance there to finish the point, but it was unbelievable defence again from Garcia to withstand that pressure in the point, retake the kind of upper hand, and eventually force the error from Roberto Belmont. They lead now 4-1, Medina Murphy and Alberto Garcia. One break, and they're in a strong position here in this first set in this men's final here at FIP Rise Stratford 2024. And Manu Aragon once again taking the Potres. Anything that kind of comes in that zone over his right shoulder, he's just eyeing up this kick smash. And so far I think he's 100% in this match. (30-15) here. Aragon to serve. And that's another rare mistake there from Medina Murphy, just pushing the backhand return long. That brings up 40-15 and a few game points here for Aragon and Belmont, just to settle themselves, having lost a few games on the bounce here, which will bring them back to 2-4 in this first set. There we have it. Really, really good smash from the right side from Roberto Belmont. And a bit of a nerve settler for those two. They're fighting back here, 2-4 in the first set. And it's Medina Murphy to serve now. Unbelievable point there. Medina Murphy with some unbelievable volley blocks from the Vibra of Roberto Belmont. But in the end, the error just coming there from Alberto Garcia with the low forehand volley just into the net there. Love 15. Wow, 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 wow. What a volley from Christian Medina Murphy. I think when it goes that low, that slicey, it's so hard to return, especially after the double glass. No response from Roberto Belmont. Medina Murphy again going long there with the half volley pickup. Slightly out of position, you could suggest. And 15:30 here on serve. A little bit of tension. Wow. Unbelievable point once again. The speed of play is breathtaking. But uncharacteristically, Alberto Garcia going long with a slightly easier ball, you would say, in that point. Forehand volley just straight to the back glass, and it brings up 3 break back points here for Roberto Belmont and Mano Aragon. Oh my word, what a point. Some of the defence there from Garcia and Medina Murphy was unbelievable. There was a double glass defence there from Medina Murphy. The point looked to be done, and not only did he get his racket to the ball, there was a perfect lob back to the back corner of Mano Aragon, forcing the opponents back again. Some unbelievable defence there. And finally, the unforced error coming from Roberto Belmont. It's still break point here. Golden point. So we have that added jeopardy. Game point, break point. Winner takes all. And there it is. A stroke of luck there with the net cord. That vibra there just touching the net on the way through, causing Medina Murphy and Alberto Garcia to completely miss their return. And that's the break. And it's back on serve here. It's 3-4 now. Roberto Belmont and Mano Aragon serving next. And Hugo, we've got a game on our hands, right?
Yeah, I think that Aragon and Belmont are starting to pick up the pace now. They've realized that they have to equal the power from Murphy and Albertito, because if not, they have no chance. They've realized that. They've got the tactics back. They've got a strong chance of winning this set, I think.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's the long game, right? So we see how well all these guys defend. And in earlier matches, we may have seen balls that would not come back over the net. In this game, it seems to be everything is coming back. The defence, the low defence is so good. And it's really, really testing the players' patience. They have to be really patient, wait for that opportunity. I think this could go either way. Another big point there. It's now love 30 on the Aragon and Belmont serve. Having just broken back the game before, this is now a massive point. Medina Murphy and Garcia, if they win, will have 4 break points. First serve long, second serve. And once again there we see the unforced error. Perhaps just some nerves creeping in to Mano Aragon's game here. And now they face 4 break points. Love 40 in this game here, 3-4. This will be a massive time for Medina Murphy to break straight back. Let for serve. What a serve, second time around. Forcing the error for Medina Murphy. But there are 3 more break points to come here. Unbelievable there again from Medina Murphy. We have 3 set points here from Alberto Garcia and Christian Medina Murphy. Oh wow, uncharacteristic backhand error there from Christian Medina Murphy. Just slices that ball low into the net. That's alright though, they still have 3 more opportunities here. The first 2 will be game points. And there you have it. First set, Medina Murphy and Alberto Garcia. 6-3. And in that game they really were showing their intensity there. Some amazing backhand volleys from both players, pressing the net really close, ready to pounce, showing their intensity, showing their aggression. And really you have to feel for Belmont and Aragon, having got that break back there in that first set to get it back to 3-4. The next 2 games just went by in a flash. They were broken instantly in the next game, and then they lost the final game just with 1 point for their team. And really going into the second set now, Medina Murphy and Garcia have the momentum. Hugo, thoughts?
I think it was that pivotal point on the 4-3 where Murphy and Albertito were 40-15 up. It's just the experience that you have, and it's required to just put the ball in. I think that was a very professional attitude, just topping off the point and taking over into a 5-3.
Yeah, I have to agree. I think Medina Murphy is, as the oldest player in this tournament, in this final rather, at 26 years old, not exactly old, but he has several years on the other players in this final, and he is showing his experience here. He's showing his nerve, and he's also shown incredible commitment, right? I've lost count of the amount of times I've seen the guy on his knees, diving for balls, sliding for balls, but he seems to get everything back, and that's all that matters.
He's got some amazing reflexes. I haven't seen that in a player in a while.
And straight away at the start of the second set, both teams showing their intention. 15-love. Unbelievable defence again from Alberto Garcia, but it can't prevent the por cuatro pop out from Manu Aragon. What a backhand volley there from Roberto Belmont, finding the bounce just before the fence and getting a clap from his opponents there. A very, very confident, solid hold to the first game of the second set there from Roberto Belmont and Manu Aragon, as they look to rebuild some momentum here, having lost the first set. Alberto Garcia looks like he's going to start serving here for Medina Murphy and the Garcia pair. Love one. Second game. Backhand volley straight to the body there, and taking the point. Love 15. Wow, wow. Belmont and Aragon are certainly not done in this tie. They're not giving up yet, that's for sure. Love 30 here. That vibra to the corner, Hugo.
Pure energy at the start of the set. You can feel that this is the presentation that they're looking for now. They're trying to just go rebel in the court, these guys.
Yeah, unbelievable start. Love 30. Garcia to serve. Oh my goodness. Incredible start to this second set here. An extreme rarity in paddle. Seeing a double fault, obviously very common in tennis, but in paddle it's a real rarity. And the ball there clipping the net cord, and that took it just out into the fence. So there is the break immediately in this second set from Aragon and Belmont. Have to say, once again, that double fault there at love 30 was a real shock. It's pretty rare you see that in paddle, especially from players of this level. What a point. What a point.
These players are just getting the commentators and everyone on their tiptoes. What a return, what that.
And the forehand but harder there from Roberto Belmont, going quite a way long and gifting easy points here for Medina Murphy and Garcia, who are now love 30 in this third game, second set. They're love 2 down in the set. I already have a breakdown, love 30. And that brings up a break point here, 30-40. Garcia and Medina Murphy looking to break back instantly. Short lob there from Medina Murphy, punished by Roberto Belmont with the vibra. Straight to the feet of Alberto Garcia, forcing the error. And golden point now, winner takes all with this point. Wow. We were stood right in the line with the net here. And that looked to all the world like it was going all the way back over. But Medina Murphy just finding the jump and the backhand pop out to take the break back. It is 1-2 now, back on serve. And it's Medina Murphy to serve next. Hugo, thoughts?
I think that Aragon and Belmont, they did a very, very good starting to this set, but you can see again that Murphy's not going to take it. He's not going to back down of this battle.
What I think is amazing is now twice, well, in both sets now, each time Belmont and Aragon have broken, the next game, Medina Murphy and Garcia have broken back. I think that must be quite demoralising for the Spaniards, or Belmont and Aragon, I should say. Knowing that they can do what it takes to break the serve, but then instantly getting pegged back again, must kill your motivation a little. We've got David Vasquez with us here. We're just going to get his thoughts. He has actually been the production manager of this tournament. David, can we just get a few thoughts so far on the tournament, how things have been running?
Amazing level for the players here at Stratford. It's great to have international players of such caliber playing here at our court. I'm really happy to see the level that they're giving out in this final. Let's see if the homeboy Medina Murphy takes it home or the Spaniards can clinch into the second set and force the third one.
And that is what happens with the short lobs. Duly dispatched there. Doesn't matter that he plays on the right. Alberto Garcia bringing that ball all the way back over. Wow, wow, wow. And again, a really high level being shown here by Mano Aragon and Roberto Belmont. Finding their way to the net, getting the short ball and the pop out there. It's 15-30 here on the Medina Murphy serve. My word. That for all the world looked like it was going to be a point for the team in white. Medina Murphy and Alberto Garcia. Medina Murphy just going long there with the ball after the smash from Mano Aragon. Not able to take advantage there. And what that means is 3 more break points here. This could continue the trend. We've had breaks in the last 2 games. It's currently 1-2. So there. Aragon and Belmont have 2.3 points here for 1-3, 3-1. Wow, and there it is. After an unbelievable tweener lob from Mano Aragon, forcing Medina Murphy to the back of the court, finding their way back to the net, and then attacking with the forehand volley directly to the Alberto Garcia body. There it is again, the break, and it's 3-1 now for Aragon and Belmont. And can they, on the 3rd time of asking, hold a serve after breaking in the previous game? Let's see. Perfect return from Garcia. Low to the backhand of Mano Aragon. Love 15. Another mistake there from Roberto Belmont. Is it the nerves? Certainly an unforced error. Forehand volley into the net tape. And it's 15-30 here, and nervy times again for Mano Aragon and Roberto Belmont. They need to hold this break. They need to consolidate this break. Really, really high level play here. You can feel the tension on court 2 here at Stratford Paddle Club. And again, there are break points in this game. I've lost count of the amount of games now we've had in a row with break points and breaks. 2 more of them now coming from Medina Murphy and Alberto Garcia. And there it is again, another break. You can really feel the tension amping up in here. And an unbelievable fight from Medina Murphy and Albertito to get back here to 2-3 in this second set. Back on serve. And really, Hugo, I mean, what's going wrong here? Why are Roberto Belmont and Manu Aragon unable to consolidate their breaks, to hold after they've broken? What do you think is going wrong?
I think it's just the frustration from the players, and you can see it from the side of the ref. She's giving Manu Aragon a pre-warning because of his bad action when the game finished. It was just the frustration, the nerves. You feel that you're just losing the game at the end, and you're doing well, but you just lose it on the last ball. It's just unfortunate, even though I think we just watched the highlight of the day. One of my favourite points, I would say, that Willie between the legs, that was just, he put to the last millimetre on the court. It was amazing.
Yeah, we're seeing some unbelievable stuff here. Just should mention, amongst all the drama there at the end of that fifth game here in the second set, that there was a warning for Roberto Belmont and Manu Aragon, just a verbal warning from the referee, a bit of frustration. I think the ball was blasted out of the court by one of the players after that point ended, and the LTA referee just coming over to have a verbal warning there. No points deduction, but just a warning about conduct. So something to keep an eye on. As I was saying, we can certainly feel the tensions rising in here. The volume is increasing from the players on court. The crowd are captivated at the back of court 2 here. And we've got a hell of a final on our hands. 2-3 here, Alberto Garcia to serve. Unbelievable exchange there at the net. Seeing the ball go long there from Roberto Belmont on the forehand side, forcing the error. 30 all here. And again, this game is on tenterhooks. This is a massive point here. Medina Murphy and Alberto Garcia need to win this point in order to avoid 2 break points. Let's see. Wow, what a point. What a point. I thought it was done with the slower bandeja there from Alberto Garcia to the back. But unbelievable pickup from Manu Aragon. But there was Garcia pouncing at the net for the por cuatro pop out. 40-30 here, and Hugo, we could see a holder serve.
Yeah, I mean, it's just following up with what Sam just said. It's just unbelievable how these guys, Beaumont and Aragon, are now having to push the most amazing defense from today.
And there it is. There it is. Alberto Garcia with the lovely forehand to the side. And just going off the double glass there, and Roberto Beaumont with no answer. It's 3-3 here in the second set. The first hold of serve since the very first game, I believe. And Roberto Beaumont now to serve at 3-all, and it's really crucial they hold here. True to form, the short lob's getting dispatched. Potres from Manu Aragon. Wow, wow. Medina Murphy there right in front of us here in court 2. Just managing to reach over the net and actually hit the top of his racket, I believe. I don't think it was a backhand or a forehand. I don't know what you call that shot. But he prodded it to the back of the court and won the point. Once again, the Potres from Manu Aragon, the 18-year-old here. Anything in that slot around his left shoulder, relatively short inside the service box, even outside the service box, it is going out the court. .40-15 here for Aragon and Beaumont, and looking like they are going to hold their serve. Let's see. And there we go. Manu Aragon again finding the smash there. Just a flat smash, that one. But finding the space to the left side. Or rather to the right of Alberto Garcia. So the left as they were looking at it. Finally holding a serve. And we've seen 2 holds of serve now in a row. That brings the score to 3-4. With the Medina Murphy serve next. And I'm struggling to remember if he's held a serve in this set. Hugo, no? He's shaking his head. So this would be a massive time for Aragon and Beaumont to break. Obviously that would take them to 5-3 up in the second set, meaning they'd just be 1 game away from taking this game all the way, this match all the way to a third set. Just while we're in between games here with the break, I just want to thank our sponsors for this event. Tick Hicks, Maiden's Barn, Wibora, Paddle Shack, Estrella. All very, very important sponsors for the club and very much appreciated by us, by our club. And of course, the main sponsors of the FIP Tour, CUPRA and Ball Paddle. Ball Paddle, the ball supplier for this tournament, providing the bullets that we're seeing on court right now.
Now is an interesting part of the match where we're expecting a sudden break and see where this goes. But I generally don't know to which side this is going to fall.
I think this is a massive game. I think if they get broken here, I would say we're third set for sure. But hold it, and I think they win the match. Beautiful fake there from Alberto Garcia. Belmont anticipating the shot to his forehand, fast, and Garcia just sliding the ball slowly to Aragon's backhand side, and he couldn't make the time, couldn't make the space. Oh my word! I think all of us were expecting that ball just to pop over the fence there with the Portres effort there from Medina Murphy. Somehow it stayed in, and Manu Aragon was perfectly placed with the backhand winner right at the net. Medina Murphy could do nothing about it. 5-15 all here. 3-4. The lob going long there from Roberto Belmont, and you feel that's a big error at that point in this game, at this stage of the match. I have to say that Roberto Belmont has shown some unbelievable defence there. It really seems like he's caught up to the speed of this match now, and he is defending unbelievably. Beautiful kick smash from Medina Murphy, and no reply from Manu Aragon. Trying to block the shot, but it's going way, way long. And it brings up 3 game points. 40-15 here. Wow, again, unbelievable defence from Belmont and Aragon. And eventually Medina Murphy, maybe slightly nervous, just dumping that Vibora into the net. An unforced error for sure. And it's 40-30 here. Big, big point. Oh, wow. Wow. Once again, the short lob going up. Medina Murphy is all over it. He's going for the kick smash for the Portres. Manu Aragon knows all he can do is put his racket in the way. He's not getting the ball after it's touched the glass. So all he can do is try to block, hope the return lands in. That one was a bit closer, but still just a couple of inches long. And that means we're on serve here, still 4-4 in this second set. And it is close, it is tight. Hugo, thoughts?
I think that Murphy and Albertito are just playing a very, very tidy match. They know exactly what they're doing, very organised right now.
Forehand long there from Alberto Garcia. And that brings up 30 love here. And I know I keep saying this, but it really feels like this, the tension is ramping up here, and as the games go on, it's getting tighter and tighter. It's a poor drop shot attempt there from Roberto Belmont. And it's 30-15. Once again, Manuel Aragon perhaps just forcing it a touch there. Two needless points given away there from Aragon and Belmont from being quite comfortably up 30 love in the game, and now find themselves at 30 all. This is a massive point within this match. And there comes the break point. Unbelievable patience from Medina Murphy and Alberto Garcia. Beautiful touch, changing the speed really nicely and answering every question that's thrown at them here currently from Belmont and Aragon. And this could be the match right here. It's break point for 4-5. Forehand return into the net from Medina Murphy. He'll have another stab at it. It is now a golden point, so we have game point, break point, golden point. It's going to the forehand here to Alberto Garcia. And there it is. There it is, the break of serve there from Medina Murphy and Alberto Garcia. You sense that when they took the net position, as much as Belmont and Aragon tried to force them back, trying to rush the net there with the lob, Medina Murphy finding the gap down the middle with the vibra, and no response there from Aragon. The forehand into the net, and that is 5-4 now. 5-4 for Medina Murphy and Garcia. Alberto Garcia to serve for the match, for the tournament. Hugo.
I think that now they're playing a very different type of game. On the half British, half Spanish bench, they've opted for playing the lobs onto Aragon. They have decided that this will be the tactic, and it's expected to be so for this next game. It's quite important, quite key to realise how Aragon is being pushed back in a way to force his error. This has been very effective, and proof of it is that now they're 5-4 up.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. Obviously, it's a fine line, right? Because Aragon has the big smash. He has that weapon whenever the lob is short. It's getting absolutely dispatched. But they've been pushing him back to that left corner. And like you say, I think the vibra has not been as consistent. And if not the vibra, then it's been forcing them all the way to the back, having to play after the glass. And then that allows Medina Murphy and Garcia to come into the net, where they've been really dominant.
Regardless, we can't take credit for how well and tidy again they're playing. Albertito and Murphy, they're just showing their full potential now. Very neat, very soft, and overtaking the net in a very well manner.
Yeah, I have to say, it's been outstanding from those two. Can they close it out here now? 5-4, 1 set to love and 5-4 up. Serving for the tournament here, FIP Stratford 2024. Let's see if they can do it. Oh my word, Medina Murphy's on the floor again. To us it looked good, but he actually called the point out. He must have been a body touch at some point. The reaction speeds are unbelievable, huh?
Very sportsmanship moment of today, honestly.
Yeah, I think the other 3 players would have carried on, but Medina Murphy called it. Love 15. And And that is really, really not where you want to put the ball with Manu Aragon on the other side. I think he's got 100% record with those short lobs or anything kind of short in the kind of overhead arc today has been absolutely dispatched. You kind of knew before that ball went up exactly what was going to happen. Love 30 here and work to do for Medina Murphy and Garcia. Wow, wow, wow. I think the ball was just good to Belmont's left side. It was unbelievable vibra from Medina Murphy. Just really, really low to that side glass, and then no chance with the backhand at the back of the court. 15-30. Oh my word! What a point! What a point! I'm drawing a big applause here from the crowd at SPC. We wish this could go on for days, don't we?
We were just gobsmacked there. I couldn't believe that ball went in right to the end of the court.
Yeah, that looked for all the world like it was going to be long. Then obviously I had to reset, replay the kind of reset the point, and here they are at 30 all. Massive, massive moments. Unbelievable once again. The reaction time, the reaction speed of Medina Murphy at the net is unbelievable. The amount of fast balls he's had fired into his backhand, and every time he has an answer. Really, really unbelievable. And for Aragon and Belmont, they just haven't quite had the patience or the stamina to see out those longer points, those really intense volley battles. Medina Murphy doing enough to get up the line here. It is match point 40-30. And Medina Murphy with the portress. The smash off the back glass, and he takes the victory with Alberto Garcia. How amazing to see a Brit winning here in Stratford. What a win for Medina Murphy and Alberto Garcia. Unbelievable. 6-3, 6-4. And they come through having had many three-set battles over the course of this tournament, but today they just needed the 2 sets, and what a great victory for them. Hugo.
I was just amazed at those last points. I must remark on the fact that what I've seen today with Christian was just incredible. The fact that he played such a deep and heavy vibra on a 30 love down, he just had the guts to put it in and just overtake and make it a 30-15. He could have gone down on a 40 love, but he took the chances and proves that today he's been a true winner.
Yeah, I have to agree there. I mean, that takes some guts, right? The last thing you want to do is make an unforced error. Love 30 would have given 4 break points had he missed that ball, and it was literally millimeters that it landed in. That was the point that last game changed, and unbelievable turnaround there in that final game. But I think a special mention we have to say to Roberto Belmont, Manu Aragon.
We're about to have the ceremony, so can everyone please stand on court 2? That's on court 2, please stand. Thank you.
That wraps up the streaming from us here at FIP Rise Stratford 2024. Thanks so much for joining, for all of you who've joined us online. Anyone who's been here in the club over the past 5 days, it's been an unbelievable atmosphere, fantastic vibe, and we look forward to doing it all again next year. Take care, and we'll see you all soon. A big shout out once again to all our sponsors. Thank you so much.